Today I'm going to be playing against Serral, and I'm not going to stop until I destroy him. Serral is not just the best player in the world and most likely candidate to be the greatest player of all time, ZVT is also his best matchup. In this year's World Championship, which he obviously won, he played against Maru and Clem, the two best Terran players in the world, and won 3-0 and 4-0. I'm going to be playing him in an even match at first, and every game he wins, I have to give him $100, and he gets a 10% handicap, which lowers the health of all of his stuff by 10%. I have two main goals for this video. First of all, preserve my ego just a tiny bit by not losing to him with a 50% handicap, and keep enough money so I don't have to live in a box. Wish me luck. All right, here we go, guys. Game number 1 against Serral. I even made sure to pick my favorite portrait because for some reason I thought maybe it would, bring me back to the good old days where I still had a lot of skills. I did make sure to ask him what the most balanced maps are so I don't accidentally host. Well, honestly, hosting a big Terran map wouldn't even be that big of a deal. I don't think it would really change the outcome of this game. But playing on big Zerg maps, however, that sounds a little terrifying to me. So we're playing on Alcyone here. I don't really have any rules, but I have 2 rules for myself. The first rule is that I just want to make sure to do a different build every time. I mean, first of all, that would be the most fun, right? Like if I do as many different strategies as possible against Serral, and that way it's also more fun for myself. And the second rule I forgot as I was talking. I don't think it was anything important though. It's actually not a hard rule, so I guess we'll see. Now, what am I gonna do for the first game here, guys? I have played against Serral a decent amount in the past. I used to be very competitive with him until maybe like 2019 or so. Then I started falling off and he started getting even better. So yeah, that was a little painful. But I do know what his strengths and weaknesses are. You would say he doesn't really have a weakness. But I think if there's one weakness that I was able to exploit back then, is that at least he used to play a little too safe. Like, Serral's the kind of guy that likes to play the perfect game of StarCraft, get like the best scouting in and react perfectly. But what that did mean back in the day is that sometimes he would stay on too little drones. Whereas against other Zergs, I would, let's say I have a bad early game, they would be on 90 drones and have 5 million units. He would maybe stay on like 74 drones and play like a little slower. And that was a little easier to play again. So if there's anything I could abuse that I think could, yeah, even maybe give you just a slightly better chance against Serral, it would be playing greedy. In particular with bio, because I think that, creates a very fast game where if you're ahead, you can actually make use of that, which would be nice. I think his best asset is probably by far his scouting. I don't think I'm exaggerating if I say that Serral is the best scouter in the history of the game. So I don't want to do something that's too crazy. Or, well, I'm gonna do some crazy strategies probably, but I don't want to do something that only works if the opponent doesn't scout perfectly, if that makes sense. So if I would go for, maybe you guys remember me going for Hellion Ghost into double starport battlecruiser. If I go for that, he will definitely scout it. Like, no matter what he sees, he will keep scouting over and over again. Oh yeah, I was gonna say my second handicap is of course that I have to talk. So it's the fact that I want to do a different build every time and that I'm gonna be talking all the time while playing against one of the fastest and best players in the world. So far nothing too crazy. Probably has his 3rd base down already. See, there we go. I'm not quite sure what the meta is on this map. I feel like I see people play a lot of late game here, but if there's one thing I'm sure I'll have no chance in, it's playing late game against Serral. Actually, yesterday I played a game on the ladder against Lambo. You guys might know who that is. Lambo is the 3rd or 4th best Zerg player in Europe, probably 1 level or 2 levels below Serral. And I did manage to play a good game against him, but I did lose, and it was a late game kind of game. So I feel like if I'm going to play that kind of game against Serral, we might end up crying. Wait, did I see? Yeah, I did see Zerglings. Okay. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to distinguish the timings between like the extractor trick hatchery first and the regular hatchery first. So I'm just going to try to pick up every bit of information I can. I want to do my best to deny creep tumors, but I'm honestly not quite sure how you're supposed to do that against the queens these days, especially. You're going to see it quite clearly here. You might have seen me, deny a lot of creep tumors against like normal Grandmaster Zergs, right? But I feel like Zerg like Serral, they always have their queens in really good spots that you can't deny any. I don't think I'm going to go for that because I'll probably lose it. He might chase that, but he does know my Hellions are already out. Oh, I think we're gonna get a group tour. Let's go. I'm counting this as a dub, guys. I don't know about you, but for me, I think we have officially won this game. So this game, I'm gonna go for a build that I liked from seeing it, but I've actually never executed, which is the Marauder Hellbat attack from a third command center opening. This is a build that I've done from 2 command centers, but not actually from a third command center opening, so that's going to be quite interesting. So I'm going to make the medevac now. Medevac takes 30 seconds, Marauder takes 21, so I can make the armory, and then I'll make the Marauder after that supply depot finishes. He's going to see the third command center, which is quite nice for me, I have to say. Now, Hellbat attacks are usually not super popular in TVZ anymore, because Zergs have gotten so good that defending that stuff with queens has become, yeah, just kind of like a standard part of Zerg gameplay, really. Okay, so he's trying to do a run by. I actually have Hellions available. Yo, I actually trapped him in here, which is quite nice. He is going to see the Marauders, though, so that... Oh, wait, I thought I trapped him in here, but I didn't actually close that depot. Now, maybe I can catch those Zerglings. I don't think it really matters that he scouted those, because I'm going to go across already anyway. We're going to be able to catch those Zerglings, and then I'm going to go across. I think I want to already transition. I don't think I want to be rallying more Hellions behind this. I don't think that's going to work, to be honest. Go for a double engineering bay. My armory is going to finish for the Hellbats, of course. Might even get another queen here. I did make a Reaper on accident, which that's just, you know, a bunch of gas that I don't need. So let's see. Okay, he went for roaches. That means I do have to be a little smart about how I use this. Oh, okay, he transfused it. I thought maybe I was going to get it. I think the Marauders could be useful in picking off some roaches. Let's see. Okay, there's just a couple Zerglings here. You can already see how fast he is. Like, even though I was like in his face with a supposedly threatening attack. Wait, can I actually... Oh, I can save it. Look at that. I could save it by putting it in that little nook there. He's still sending workers or Zerglings across the base to attack me at the same time. Gonna make a couple more barracks. I did get supply blocked here, which is a little bit painful. Yeah, the thing is, normally with this kind of builds, you lose your Hellbats, right? So I didn't actually expect to have any units left over here, and I would be able to remake my stuff. But sadly, he had roaches, so I had to fall back. And that's a must, by the way, because I actually cannot do any damage there against the roaches. I know that for sure. I wonder if there's something that tipped him off to play roaches, or if it was really just he felt like playing roaches because he knows I'm a little bit of a sneaky boy kind of thing. I probably denied his hatchery, I think. I might have to... I'm just going to make a couple bunkers because, let's see, he doesn't have upgrades on the roaches, but if he's going to go for a big roach attack, I would die. And I also don't want to play too crazy, right? I think maybe this game I should go for a little bit of an Adrax all in. So he's going to see the bunkers go down. Actually, this is kind of nice. I feel like the fact that he sees these bunkers means he's probably not going to try to attack anymore because I'm quote-unquote over-defending. So I can kind of make use of that by forgetting about the defense, already making these extra barracks, getting all my upgrades up. I think I need another gas. Actually, I don't need this gas, but I need it for the mind game. So I'm going to build it on the outside here. So if the Overlord goes into the main, he might see that gas and think I'm playing relatively normal. Realistically, what I'm doing here is just to go for a straight 3 base all-in. Like, I have no intention of ever going for a 4th base behind this. The scary part about this is that he is most likely going to go up to Lurkers, which... Yeah, that was like my nightmare unit before I retired from pro gaming, basically. I was quite bad at dealing with Lurkers for the most part, so I just don't really want to play against that unit. And that's probably going to be very, very painful, but I guess we'll see. There's the Changeling. So he still has roaches here. I'm not convinced that he's going to attack me. I think he might be trying to make it look like he's attacking me, but I'm not buying it right now. Now, I did notice that my medevacs were quite late with this build, so maybe that is a downside of this build. Or like I said, it's the first time I'm trying it, so it might just not be that great for the follow-up medevac time. Let's see, are there Lurkers out in the field already? He still has mostly Roach Ravager, at least from what I've seen. He has no upgrades on the Ravagers yet. Gonna put these in the medevacs now. He doesn't actually have that much creep. I was kind of expecting there to be some more creep already. I'm gonna make a 4th command center, which is more like yeah, how would I explain this? It's more like a falling back. Like if I really have to, I have it, but I would rather just kill him before that, of course. Let's see, did he take the gold? He has not taken the gold, but he was ready for this. He does have this base, however. He does have 1-1 now as well. That was an SCV that was probably targeted onto the medevac. I'm not 100% sure, actually. So I'm going to grab a couple of these units and just clear the watchtower. I feel like that would be nice. Let's see. Wait, was that a... For some reason, I thought I heard a Ravager Bile, but I'm pretty sure it was just a medevac. That was kind of weird, actually. Okay, so he sees this now. He sees I'm still at home. He put a changeling there, so he would be able to see when I was gonna move out. Now, he didn't pay attention to this for a second, so yeah, never mind. I was hoping we could maybe get like a worker, you know, but that's also not gonna happen. Let's see. I'm mostly trying to see if there's like any lurkers or something out already. Okay, let me just pick these off. I'm gonna go over here. Now, I really want to do like my big push, but I'm a little scared that he is gonna find me. Let's see. Can I maybe do some damage here? Probably not. He does have freaking 6 bases already, by the way, which is absolutely absurd. Now, I wonder if I can at some point drop onto the high ground there and abuse a little spot. That would be quite nice. Okay, so we're gonna very slowly go over here. These medevacs have more been a distraction than anything else, really. Okay. Kind of faked a little move in there. I guess I might as well put down this command center now at this point. Let's see if he's going to move over with his unit. Doesn't look like it so far. This is our first successful drop of the game, so that is quite pleasant. Let me get them back into the medevacs. I'm just going to drop on top of those queens. Okay, so he's going to use a parasitic bomb on these, I think. So these are probably going to be forfeit. Yo, these Marauders are actually doing super well for me. Look at that trade. That is awesome. I got to drop into the main base as well. I guess I'll just... I really didn't want to, but I suppose I'll just go for the Ghost Academy now because I do need something for the later stages of the game. Now, I'm just not quite confident that I can actually get through here. Like, I would love to... Can I save a couple? No, I can't. I would love to push through over creep, but I just don't really see it happening. You know what? I'm going to kill these rocks, and maybe that's going to open a path for me. Through the bottom side of this map, I guess. Like, I know he has probably too many... Oh, actually, I can do a drop with these. I know he probably has too many units for that. Oh, wait, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't mean to keep that tank siege, but the fact that it will still siege was actually super nice. Okay, so he is gonna see this now. Does he have too many Vipers for this? I'm not quite sure. Guess we'll see. He does have Ultralisk already. The Ultralisks are gonna be really, really painful. Guess I'll just go for the kill on that. He has a weird Ultralisk skin. That doesn't seem... I don't know why. This sounds really dumb. That doesn't seem like the kind of skin that Serral would have on his Ultras for some reason. So I'm actually a little bit surprised there. Oh, those were medevacs. I thought they were tanks coming. Guess I'll just stim those forward. I'm going to drop these into the natural because I can tell that he is ready. Okay, he's going to go in with the Vipers. Probably going to be a really big fight. Yo, the split so far actually quite good. So we're going to take a pretty decent fight here, but I do need to run away from the Ultralisk, I'm pretty sure. All the queens were actually ready in position for that. That is quite painful. Now, I did take a decent fight, to be honest, but it's obviously not going to be good enough here, so we will have to back off. I think it might be smart for me to go for some extra tanks. I think it's kind of like, I wouldn't say easy, but it's an easier way to play the game than to go for like the Mass Liberator tank, I think. So, you know, any amount I can make it easier for me is going to be quite nice. I can definitely tell you guys that I didn't make enough SCVs. I kind of went a bit too hard on the all-in, even though at some point it was already clear to me that it was not going to work. So I should have gone up to 80 SCVs after that. Now, I did tell you guys that I really wanted to avoid the late game. Well, this game, honestly, with how he was playing, it didn't really look like we could. Now, at this point, I'm still kind of playing like a fake late game because I'm not actually going to go for the late game fully. But I am making like a late game composition, but I'm still going to try and attack him because I just know if you get stuck into like those just overly passive games, it's just not going to go very well for me at all. Actually, I think I want to move out already. I'm just going to go towards the left side, try to deny that base if I can. Okay, let's see. I do have a couple of ghosts here. I'm not quite sure how good the ghosts are going to... Oh, the tanks are going to go ham here, though. Those tanks are going to be super, super nice. I'm going to get a really nice dropper in the bottom now. He didn't have infestors there yet. Actually, let me bring this back. Let's see what he has down here. He left a couple roaches behind. Dude, sometimes I feel like... Wait. Okay, so he has an entire army over here. That means that he's finally made a mistake and we can push through. But it's actually never the case. Like, there are always units behind. It's so freaking crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna siege all my liberators. It doesn't really look like he has... Well, he has the Vipers for anti-air. Vipers are really good anti-air, admittedly. Let's see here, they're Banelings. There's not that many Banelings out here yet. Need to be careful to not walk the rest of my units into those biles as well. I got a couple Liberators up here. There's a counter-attack over here, which I do have enough for. So that is quite nice. Actually, I'll pull the Ghost back. And, oh, I was just about to pull I didn't quite hit that EMP. Let's see, those lightning clouds are going to be like a little too much. The splits are good, but he has units on top of the... Wait, actually, my army did better than I thought they would, not going to lie. They're actually kind of decent. Okay, let's see if I can kill the Ultralisk. That'd be really nice. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to fly away from this one. Yeah, the Ultras are going to be a little bit too powerful. And I think right now we've taken a little bit too much damage on our army. We did kill that base on the left side, but he has to have rebuilt the gold base at this point. Yeah, I don't think I have enough energy for snipes anymore, actually. I think I'm kind of out of energy for snipe. Wait, maybe I can hold position these workers over here. So the ultras are going to derp out a bit. It looks like they will. But that is going to be it. And all right, if you look at the supplies, 85 against 195 with a 2.5k, 1.7k bank. And this is... yeah, pretty much roughly what I would expect of a game against Serral. He plays quite safe. He didn't take any risks. He was really safe against my initial attack. And he still absolutely out macros me and dominates me. And he was more efficient. This is, by the way, a very important thing to look at in TVZ. If you want to win a Terran against Zerg, you usually want to be up about 30-40% in efficiency. I was down by 4k. So I get out-traded by the race that I'm supposed to out-trade. This really shows how hard it's going to be. Let's move to the 90% game. All right, game number 2 on hard lead, and his stuff. I was going to say units, but I guess his buildings as well. His stuff has 90% health. Now, it is actually... so I was thinking about what kind of difference is this going to make exactly? Because all the units are going to have less health and buildings, so everything dies a bit faster. That's obvious. But is there any crucial interaction between units that's going to change? I think that tanks always one-shot Zerglings and Banelings now. Because I'm pretty sure before you get upgrades, like +1 attack in particular, I believe, Zerg is going to have their +1 armor before that, so their units survive an extra hit from a tank. Well, they're all going to be 1 HP and die to the Marines most likely, right? But now I think tanks are always going to one-shot Lings and Banelings, even from the start, which is pretty crazy. Now, what build am I going to do this time? I think since he was playing Roaches, I'm definitely not going to go for the same thing. I could go back to my old classic style that I played, which is to make 1,000,000 Hellions and just... excuse me, and to just right-click them into the mineral line. I really like doing that. Just like ignore the queens, just try to get as many drone kills as possible, and then hit a really strong timing after that, usually with a liberator. I definitely don't think I'm gonna try a Hellbed attack again. I actually asked him after last game if there was anything in particular that made him play Roaches, or if he was just Roach vibing, and he was like, nah, I was just Roaching. So there was nothing scouting related that made him counter my build there, but it might mean that he just thinks Roaches are going to be good against me. I mean, keep in mind, it's $100 a game, right? Like, he also wants to win some easy money against me, so he's just going to do what he thinks is safe. Now, is he still going to play Roaches when his units have 10% less health? That is what I'm wondering about. I'm gonna go for probably another 3cc build. I think I'm gonna do the same scouting pattern and everything. I do wonder if he's ever gonna think about cheesing me. I mean, especially when his units are gonna be handicapped, it's gonna be a lot harder, right? Because the Ravagers and stuff are gonna die so much faster. I could also go for a 2-base opening. Maybe go for like some Banshees or something. Actually, you know, I was also tempted to play a Cyclone game. Maybe I should play a Cyclone game, you know? Like, I want to switch up my builds. That's like pretty much the only limitation I have on myself, to not do the same build a couple times or multiple times in this video. I do think it could be pretty cool to go for like a Cyclone build. So game 1 we play Bio, game 2 we play Mech. I think like I mentioned before, I'm not confident in the late game, but with Mech sometimes you can find like the magic spot where you just get to do a lot of damage before you get to the late game with like some, I don't know, it could be like 1-1 pushes. Oh my god, the Lings actually do, look how fast they're all losing HP so fast. It's freaking beautiful. Look at that. I'm not quite sure if they, yeah, actually, oh, I didn't think about it. They do die 1 hit faster. They die in 4 hits instead of 5. Okay, there we go. So that's another interaction. You have to be very careful with those Zerglings. That is funny. The Queen has 157 health, which looks really stupid because Blizzard normally has like all these rounded numbers and stuff, so that's kind of funny, but I'm not sure if that's gonna matter. Actually, another thing that could change, guys, is that queens are gonna die in 1 snipe now. Normally you can actually survive a snipe with queens on like 5 HP and then transfuse the queen after, but if I would somehow get to the point where I get to snipe the queens, they would actually die. Now, I think my personal prediction for this video, or hopes, I should say, to keep my ego intact is that I would probably win at 80%. But I mean, the faster I can win, the better for my ego and for my wallet. So that's what I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna make 2 cyclones, and then I'm gonna make Hellions after. I think I'm already gonna make a, yeah, I'll make a second factory already, and just try and go into cyclone speed, and then from there we'll see. I do have some other cool builds that I can try, and particularly if you guys have watched my stream, I've been doing the Monet build a lot. Which is basically a very cool way to say open with blue flame Hellions. I don't think I want to explain now why the build is called that, but that is basically it. Open with blue flame Hellions and then do a really weird follow-up to that. That could be pretty cool. Now, he does have circling speed, so I want to be careful already. He is going to scout my second factory. Guys, I wonder... Wait, should we just do the craziest thing and go for bio after this? That's actually a very cool strategy, right? I could go for freaking bio after this. Now I'm tempted. Like, do like a little bit of a cyclone timing if we can, and then go actually secretly make stim and go to bio after that. That sounds pretty awesome. I have no idea if that sounds like a good build. Honestly, it doesn't really sound like that much of a good build, but yeah, I mean, if it catches them off guard, it's really funny that I'm contradicting myself a little bit here, because I mentioned at the start that this guy is the best player in the world at scouting. And no matter what he sees, he's gonna keep scouting. Well, let's see if I can get another juicy hit. And then I'm gonna do something that would be good only against people that don't scout again. But it's just, now I'm excited, you know? At this point, you guys have got me excited with this idea. So I'm just gonna keep roaming around the map. Let's see if I can kill some Zerglings easily. I could have scouted a little bit more with the Reaper, but at the same time, I thought that... my build is gonna be pretty safe anyway with the Cyclones, even if I get roached. So there's that. So I'm already going to go up to my 3 barracks. This might be the first time someone has done this build against him. Like, I know he plays against a lot of Terrans, but this build is so stupid. Okay, so he's going to go for the rescout. I think I might actually not die in time. Actually, could I cancel that? I think he might be checking for more factories. I wonder if I can cancel the stim real quick. I'm not quite sure what he saw there. I kind of think he didn't see that much. Okay, so he's going to go for roaches. I'm actually going to switch it up already. I'm going to go for... Oh, wow, this is actually getting crazier by the bit. I'm going to go for super fast double factory siege tank. Okay. Super fast double factory siege tank with a medevac, or with medevacs, and hope he doesn't attack me too. I feel like if he attacks me really hard, we should probably die, because I'm in a transition period here, right? So I'm not gonna have enough units. Let's get another barracks up here. I think he's just preparing for like a big attack here, which is not really what's going on. He might have Zerglings exactly on the... I was gonna say on the counter attack actually, but he came for a flank. In the end, I managed to survive that pretty decently, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I do need to get my extra gases up and running, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to afford all of this stuff. I wonder if I have like a cool timing attack in me against the roaches. Like, if he was really playing as scared as I think he was. Okay, wait, this is even better. He just sees all the gases now, so he would be even more tempted to think that I'm playing mech. I wonder what his overlord saw. Like, did he see the tech lab researching? Would he think I'm transitioning into bio, or does he just think it would be like a weird concussive shell timing attack? You know, it's kind of hard to say. He doesn't have upgrades yet on them, which is what I expected. I think I'm gonna make Marines instead of Marauders, which means I'm gonna get reactors here. And the main reason I'm saying that is because if I make Marauders, in addition to playing 2 factory tank, my army is going to be quite bad against Zerglings. Even with the tanks a guaranteed one-shotting, I'm not, or the Zerglings at least, I'm not convinced it's still going to be a good army. Like, against Zerglings, you usually want Marines because they have more DPS, right? So I think because I'm making a lot of tanks, I'm going to go into extra reactors there. Now, how many tanks do I need before I push? I also need to get an attack going, or not an attack. Wait, maybe... I don't want to reveal that I'm playing... Well, you've probably seen it already with a changeling, to be fair. But just in case, I'm not going to reveal my Marines yet. I'm going to use these Cyclones to try and clear the creep, which is pretty funny, to be honest, but we're going to give it a shot. So once again, I'm going to go for an Adrax here. Let's see if I can... The creep is not that crazy, actually, I have to say. Just like last game, the creep is not as in my face as I expected it to be. I think that probably has a lot to do with him just being a little safe against, like, the mass Cyclone timing attack that he thought was happening, right? Now, I'm gonna have 1-1 soon, which is not, that amazing. But I don't think he's gonna have to 2 anytime soon, because once again, he was a little scared. Now, he's making a hive now. Let's see if I can get some units for free. I don't know how useful the Cyclones are at this point, realistically, you know? see. Okay, so I'm gonna send these Hellions into that base, and then concussive shell, or the combat shield rather, is supposed to finish pretty soon, I think. So I feel like I can go for a timing attack at the same time. I do feel a little scared because I don't have that many medavacs. I do have a couple more finishing, luckily. Okay, so he's going to be busy with those for now. Let's see if he has anything here. He doesn't have units over here, which is quite nice. And now I'm going to stim on creep. He is making bailings already. I got to drop into the main base, which is very, very pleasant. Let's see. I need to make sure to pre-split already. Okay, so I'm gonna drop these over here. I'm gonna be able to deny that base. Yo, these hellbats actually kind of popped off over on that right side, which is really nice. I really wonder if Serral himself is already feeling a bit of a difference. Gonna get a couple more drones here. These drops are doing very, very nice for me. It's really funny. If you look at this game, like, imagine you didn't watch the intro or something, right? It kind of looks like I'm owning him at every front here, but that's only if you don't know that he's playing with a handicap here, right? I bet a lot of you forgotten already. It's like, man, uThermal's on fire. All right, I'm gonna push forward a little bit. I want to make sure to keep my tanks in smart positions here. Then make sure to kill that creep. I'll kill a little more creep here as well. I'm gonna put a tank over here in position. I still have a lot of units at home. That's gonna be just good against run-bys, basically. It kind of, judging by that movement, yeah, exactly. You can tell that he was splitting up his Zerglings. Let me target fire those banelings. Oh, this is going to be such an efficient trade for the tanks. Holy cow. Let's do some splits. The splits were definitely quite good. Let's get back into the natural then with these, I guess. And then I'm going to check at the same time if he has the base in the top right. Let's see if I'm going to be able to get some more kills. Probably get at least one queen, I think. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, a good transfuse by him. Didn't expect that one. Oh, wait, he doesn't have this base yet. Maybe we're in a better spot than I thought. I really thought he would have this base already, but it doesn't turn out to be the case. I'm still gonna leave my tanks here, which is quite nice. His upgrades are 1-1, which is pretty much the same as mine. I have to imagine his upgrades are almost at the exact same speed as mine. I think I'm gonna make more barracks instead of teching up. I feel like it would be smart. I feel like I have like a small advantage right now, and it would be smart to make use of that in the way that I know how. He's using a little banelings for these, even though I barely had units. Can I... Oh, I barely could get a shot off with that tank. That was unfortunate. Okay, so I do lose those cyclones over there, but I actually have... Well, he might have this base, by the way, of course. But we are going to be on even bases, most likely, which is usually good for the Terran. So let's just say if I was the best Terran in the world right now, I'd be pretty happy with my position. Now, unfortunately, that is not the case, so we're still going to have to do a lot of work for this. I think I want... Oh, he has Burrowed Infestors already. Okay, those are scary. Burrowed Infestors, if you guys don't know, is pretty much the main reasons or the main reason for Terran losing games these days. Like, it's like the strongest thing Zerg has. They burrow infestors and then they just fungal your army entirely, and the Banelings roll in and kill everything. I don't think he has enough there to kill the Planetary, which is going to be nice for us. Oh, I didn't see that Parabomb for a second. Let me just split away from that. I think the way I should play this is just to try and trade even better. So I'm just going to split up my army. I am a little scared of going up against the burrowed infestors on multiple fronts, though. I feel like that can be a little terrifying. Maybe I should start putting some turrets at least on the edges over here. So he has... Did I make a Ghost Academy? Oh, I did make a Ghost Academy. That was... I really don't remember building that, I'll be honest. I think I'm going to go for a starport and some liberators as well. He does have Viper. Oh, that's actually... Oh, that's unintentional. That kind of sucks. I would love to go into the main base, but I actually can't. And the reason is that he has Viper. So when these medevacs are this, like, clumped up, the parasitic one, exactly, they will just do that to your medevacs. Now, thank goodness he didn't get any full HP medevacs with that, because that would have been quite tragic. So now we once again found ourselves trapped into the late game. This is kind of what Serral's really good at as well. Just like stalling, you know, forcing you back, getting the run-bys. So you send your army back and then you find yourself playing the late game where he's an absolute god. Which is exactly where you don't want to be. I'm still afraid of like a burrowed infestor somewhere, because I really feel like it would just annihilate me. Okay, so he's going to attack this. I'll just... I actually don't mind this very much, because I just have the replacement base here already. I'm just gonna make sure that I always have... Don't kill it. I'm just gonna make sure I always have a replacement base over here. I should be making Ghost now realistic. Where's this thing? Oh, it's here. I should be making Ghost now realistically, but I am really scared of accidentally finding myself into that late game, you know? I think I'll just put these over here. I have enough Liberators to siege him and lock him in, so that's gonna force him back, which is nice. These SCVs can now go back to work. Guess I'll just put one tank over here. I have a few too many useless units, I think. Like the bio, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but the bio is going to be more and more useless, especially the Marines. So I think we're going to go for... wait, is that tank dying? I hope not. I think we're going to go for a little bit of a sacrificial doom drop. Maybe I'll try to attack on the left side at the same time. Like, I did feel like we got a great start, but now I'm already kind of... Like, these are the games that are so hard to play for me, you know? Like, I have no idea how I'm going to find myself out of the situation. I'm going to get upgrades for those. Oh, he didn't bring enough. Oh, that's actually a little painful here. Let's see. What does he have over there? He probably has ultras, which is the biggest problem, really, because the ultras are going to be pretty much impossible to kill. Guess I'll just try to deny this base, and then I'll kill the other base at the same time, ideally. Okay, so, oh, he actually went for lurkers after ultras. That is quite interesting, I have to say. Oh, that's too many lurkers. Never mind that. I do not want to deal with that again. There's a couple lurkers in that base as well. This attack is going to have to be forfeit for now. I'm just going to scan there with the Liberator, and now we're into the natural. Looks like he was kind of preparing to go for a little bit of a Brute Lord switch there, which makes sense. I think I'm just going to split up these medevacs. Maybe I can even send these ones into the main. I'm running low on money, so this is definitely the time where I'm going to have to start making a better army here. I feel like the army that I've been making so far is not going to be quite good enough. I'm going to do one drop over here. I guess I'll just target a couple drones, because why not? So this drop... Oh, if I killed a Viper, that would have been so massive. Instead, I'm just going to target a couple drones. Oh. Wait, actually, I'll pretend that this is gonna... Oh, this is smart. I'm gonna pretend that this dies, so he stops looking at it, and then I'll bring back the next medevac. If there ever is an opportunity that presents itself. I only have 67 SCVs, so it looks like we're once again playing from a pretty bad position here. He's making Hydras, which I guess just means that he wants to make more lurkers. I'll siege a couple of my Liberators over here. But at this point, I would say that we're too far behind to win. And I'm really saying this from... I'm me perspective, you know? Like, I really... If this was like... Once again, like best Terran in the world level player, then I feel like that's a different story, because I do have a pretty good setup. Okay, I didn't even see that. We do have a pretty good setup. We just have a low amount of supply. Let's do another drop over here. That lurker should die pretty soon. This bio should be pretty... Oh, I don't actually have 3-3 yet. That's unfortunate. It would have been really good with 3-3. Yeah, let's get this back. I'll put a couple turrets over here. I could probably snipe those ultralisks. Let's see if the tanks do their job. Okay, these are going to do pretty good. There we go. A lot of units are going to die. He's probably like, uThermal making Ghost? That's not how he plays. That's crazy. He's supposed to do some weird cheese. He's not supposed to make Ghost against me like a late game Terran. Now, I can tell that either I should have just tried and stimmed through his units earlier. Or I should have not made those extra barracks. So the extra barracks, I haven't really been able to use them. Oh, that's actually a bug on this map. I think we just found a bug. The SCV gets freaking stuck there. But that's a little bit annoying, actually. Guess what? It's just going to be our mascot for now. This is Peter. Peter the Scout. Look at him, guys. He got stuck behind a rock. What a dummy. Now, I have a bunch of ghosts, which is, yeah, nightmare of a lot of Zergs, you could say. It's also my nightmare, because I don't want to be controlling this many ghosts. I think we're actually going to build a Raven here for the burrowed infestors. That would be quite nice. You know, it doesn't seem like Serral actually has that much eco. It's still way more than me, but I think I might have underestimated my own position here a little bit. I wonder, I can probably get on top of that. Try to snipe all of the lurkers at once. Oh, they're actually pretty nice. Look at that. We got a good trade. That's insane. Even the Liberators on the right side kind of popping off, or in the middle rather. Not bad, guys. Every dub is a dub at this point, okay? Like, I know it's looking rough, but every dub is a freaking dub. Let's see, what is that? Oh, it's oh, he actually got the... That's what it was. He got the freaking thingies. I was kind of expecting there to be an I'm really scared of the infestors. Let me just snipe these, because it's clear that he is spying on me with those. I guess I'm gonna put this one a little bit closer. I kind of imagine he wants to attack on the left side. Let's see, is that in range? Okay, thank goodness. I was worried I was not going to be in range there for a second. But I do have a Liberator range, so maybe I can find like a super abusive spot. I should be able to save this as well. I have a Raven now, which is quite nice. I do need a couple more medevacs as well. Here we go. So I'm going to get medevac Ghost. I mean, I'm pretty content on my 5 bases for now. We've survived for longer than I already thought we would, so that's nice. He has 3 upgrades on pretty much everything, I have to imagine. I am mining fully from my gases, and in the end we did manage to stabilize, which is really not bad. Actually quite happy with this. Like I said, every dub is a dub, and we managed to get up to 185 supply. He clearly has a way bigger bank than us, and he's probably going to go into Brood Lords too, right? But I'm happy with just stabilizing here. Let's see, where's the Brood Lords? I have a lot of orb. I just need to hotkey them, actually. I just want to see the Brood Lord. Show them to me. I just see just one corruptor so far. Okay. Wait, we did find a spot. Yo, that's actually pretty cool. You can do that. That is awesome. Now, I am mostly scared to move out on the map. Realistically, if you guys haven't watched a lot of late game TVZ, you need to be even in bases with the Zerg to have done a pretty good job. So if we get this base and the one on the left, we're actually going to be quite decent here. But how am I ever going to get those? That's obviously the biggest problem, right? Because that I don't know. I think I want to make a couple turrets in the main base just against what is it called? Against potential Niduses, for example. Like if he wants to Nidus lurker into my base, it could be really nice to have those turrets over there. I think I'm so scared to take the other base. I'm just gonna do 1,000,000 snipes here. Look at that. That's actually beautiful. Okay, the tank, please do your thing. Do what tanks are supposed to do, and which is surprisingly not tank. Oh, we're gonna get a couple of those units. Okay, I don't think that was a bad trade, really. Looked kind of fine to me. We need to get a couple more Liberators there. We'll rebuild all of those turrets, kill those Marines, because they're probably just changelings. Okay, so he's going to try attack on the... Can we get a big hit on those Banelings? Well, looks like we did, but might barely not be enough. But we are going to kill an Ultra for it, though, and we have another base over here. My supply is starting to get a little low, so that is worrisome. Wait, I thought I had my Raven clicked on the Ghost. Not quite sure what happened. Oh, he was actually trying to get in here. Let me get the building armor upgrade as well. He was probably not expecting to get stuck in these kind of game, but yeah, neither was I, to be honest. So, I mean, I got here on accident. It's not my fault. Okay, let me just kill that. Let's see. He's still not going for the Brood Lords, it looks like, which is quite surprising. Now, I wonder if... Wait, I think Ultras might die in one snipe faster as well, right? Is that true? I actually think it might be the case that Ultras die in one snipe faster. Okay, so he's trying to get in here. Yeah, at this point, honestly, do I really care about losing workers? I mean, I don't really think so. I'm just going to be able to kill these Lynx now, which is nice. There we go. I do worry that he might try to come in here at some point. So he has the base over here. I think I'm going to move these forward a little bit. I have 2 tanks. Let's see, one of these is not siege, is what I figured. Let's see, is he going to try to attack over here? Was he mining from this? He was not mining from this. What does he have? He has a bunch of corruptors over there. Yeah, this is kind of the problem with hotkeying all your ghosts together, and that's why you usually see... This sounds kind of crazy, but it's actually true. You usually see Terrans use a lot of F2 in the late game. It's because you kind of have to split your army in a weird way. Like, Zergs usually send... like an entire army on one hotkey to one place and then the other because they have the initiative in games like this, right? But here you kind of have to react because you need the ghosts where the big targets are. So if he splits the big targets, you need to split the ghosts, and then you need to, you can't have them all on the same hotkey because that's just going to go very wrong for you. Let's see, I think he was maybe planning to already putting like mass spore in my base or something. At least that's what it looked like. Kind of want one more tank over here. I feel like that would be quite nice. There's no infestor here. Oh, he was just attacking in as I said that. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna fall back with these. I do have cloak on these as well. Oh no, I don't have cloak actually. Oh my goodness, that is a little bit of a mistake. I mean, I'm gonna get out just fine though. So in the end, that was pretty good. Or well, I wouldn't really call it pretty good. I would just say it was, we survived. That's probably a better way to put it, to be honest. As you could maybe go for on creep. There's probably an infestor snarking around somewhere. I really don't want to be dealing with those infestors right now. So I'm just gonna oh, thank goodness I brought those tanks back. That could have been a bit of a disaster. I'm just gonna very relaxed bring my army back around. I think I'm mostly more tanks than anything else, right? Because yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. Look at that. There was a freaking infestor there. Now we're not playing on the new patch yet, so they're gonna nerf the burrowed fungal. But this patch, I'm not gonna have the benefit of that yet, unfortunately. So I have 45 SUVs. Guess I can launch a little bit of a mule barrage there to give me like 5 million mineral income. The planetary is the one that's not hotkeyed, and then these two as well. I mean, I'm not really in a hurry, but I do need another base soon because, as you can tell, my supply is not even maxed, and I'm already kind of running out of stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna kill that. I don't actually have concussive shells here. Oh, we're gonna get some good snipes here though. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, most of the stuff going down. That was another pretty decent trade. I'm just going to keep rebuilding these turrets. Probably put another couple tanks there. I feel like that would be nice. Okay, let's kill that. I'm going to put a sensor tower here as well. It is funny. I feel like throughout how long these games are going to be, or how long these games have been, you're really gonna forget that we're playing against Serral on a handicap, right? Like, this is just how freaking good he is. Okay, I'm gonna put a planetary over there and a planetary over there, and then the next stage is for me to start fighting for the base on the right. I'm gonna get blue flame as well, and then I'm gonna start getting the upgrades for the hellbats. Looks like he wanted to try and take it again. I'll just build another thingy there. So this is going to be a planetary. I am a bit low on gas. This one still has 1,000 gas, so I need to make sure that I actually mine that. It's really hard to tell where he's gonna go. I feel like this might be the point. I've seen him play a decent amount of late games recently, and I feel like what he likes to do is yeah, exactly. He likes to go for Brute Lords once the players are a little bit poorer, basically. That's what he likes to go for, Brute Lords. Let's see, there's going to be infestors behind this as well, so that's going to make it very, very difficult to deal with. Let's see. Gonna get my liberators a little closer, and the liberators are what's gonna save me from being fungal to death, pretty much. That's what they're gonna do. Should put my tanks on the left side at this point. Actually, I'm gonna make a ton of hellbats now. Should be quite nice. There we go. Should be making some more turrets. I mean, I do have a couple of ravens here anyway, which is going to be quite nice, but is it going to be enough? I think now I'm finally going to get cloak, and I'll get some nukes as well. I do think Serral's probably going to be too good to actually get hit by a nuke, but it might be able to make some plays happen, like forcing his army back and stuff like that, right? Okay, let's see if I can get a big hit on the Banelings. That would be very nice. Pretty decent hits on the Banelings, actually. There you go. Good target fire. We are going to lose the base, and this time I'll have to replace it with and oh, that's actually not what I meant to do, but I guess it kind of works. Now we'll have to replace it with an orbital, which is painful. I'm pushing forward here, which is quite scary, I have to say. Let's see. I don't know where the infestors are. I imagine there's infestors somewhere. You can tell he's bringing his army back around. Let's see. Did I bring an orbital yet? Here we go. Get that one over there. I feel like I could maybe... When is that going to finish? Oh, cloak actually takes a very long time, huh? So I got Thor's now as well. He did see... Oh, let me actually move that so I don't splash everything. I want my Thor over here, actually. I feel like the Thor is going to be quite nice. Maybe I'll move the tanks over here as well, actually, and just put the Ghost with the rest of the stuff, like maybe like a couple medevacs and one Raven on the right side. Now, if I had Cloak here, this would be so much easier. Let's see if I can get some snipes. Yeah, there's infestors there as well. The infestors make it so scary. The infestors are actually terrifying. He's trying to dance on the edge of the Liberator zone, as you can see. Now, that base is mostly mined out, so it's probably not the biggest deal. There's 1,000 gas remaining, but I can still always mine that later on. I think I'm going to put some more of my tanks on the right side. Now, thank goodness I left some Hellbats over here in case he wanted to try go for that with some links. Okay, he's not going to kill that just yet. That's actually pretty close. Let's see. Need to put a couple SCVs for that. There we go. Maybe I could put a couple tanks in the middle as well to protect me from that. God, it's such a scary dance against the infestor. Like one fungal and we're just, exactly, in a big amount of trouble. Oh, that's going to be nice. There we go. Yeah, we got a couple of those. Those were some really big hits already. Oh, do need to make sure to not send them forward too fast. What are my upgrades? I do have all the upgrades. Okay, that is nice. So I'm going to get a couple more Liberators out here. Yeah, it's really scary because the Corruptors are also trying to get something done, right? So you're going to get a couple of units. Probably not. I can use EMPs as well, but I don't think that's going to be quite as efficient. I don't really want him to get into the main base, to be honest, but or well, start attacking the main base from here. But I guess for now it's going to be okay. I'm just going to chill here and mine this base out, and we're all going to be very happy. At least, yes, it's probably not going to be as rose-colored as that. Okay, it's time for me to... Oh, I misclicked one of those, right? Yeah, exactly. It's time for me to send a Ghost out to the back. Let's see, what is his army doing here? Probably, actually, I'll try to nuke that. Okay, that sounds like a decent idea. And then I'll nuke this at the same time. There's going to be 2 nukes. He's definitely going to see at least one of them, probably both, but I suppose we'll see. Let's see, is that nuke going to hit something? Wait, it actually might get the infestor. Wait, he saw that, but not the other. It's going to kill some infestors and queens. There we go. It's actually quite nice. Really not bad. Okay, I like that. So I'm gonna siege a couple liberators over here, get a couple more turrets, and then I think it could be a good time for me to start pushing this right side over here. It is a little scary, of course. It's always going to be. Yeah, he still has his freaking army over there. I don't actually have enough scans right now. That's the most painful part. He's not coming back with the Brute Lords yet. So that's. I think we have the opportunity to go for this now. It is always going to be scary. Let's see, where's the infestors? I don't see any infestors here yet. This base is going to die, but it's almost out of money anyway. This is going to be like a more important kill, I think. I think I'm just going to nuke over there, and I'll nuke over there as well. I'm just too scared of the infestors, so I'm going to back off a little bit with like most of my stuff. Oh, I'm going to lose one of those to that. I don't know where the other nuke was, actually. Oh, I don't want to lose my freaking... Oh, is it going to kill some stuff? Hey, we got some banelings. There we go. I'm actually surprised he's pushing so bravely towards the middle. I feel like that's actually pretty surprising that he's just kind of YOLOing over all of the stuff. I guess I am going to be running out of ghost somewhat, or yeah, out of scans somewhat soon. I guess I'm just going to siege these over here. Oh, I need to be so careful, man. Oh, this looks like a little bit of a painful fight here. I don't think we can actually fight this. This is what happens when you play against someone with the best late game control in the world. Normally when you say those things, you're exaggerating, but this time, for me, sadly, I'm not actually exaggerating here. Now, I don't have any nukes left. Let's see. Well, maybe I can get the... Oh, this looks big. Guys. Okay. That is a play. That is... Wait, he had another fungal? I didn't even see that. Where did that fungal come from? From downtown? What the hell is that? Okay, he's gonna come in with the rest of his army. Does he have enough to get through? It doesn't quite look like it right now. Okay, let me try to kill those. We're gonna get the corruptors first, I suppose, and then we're gonna get on top of the Broodless. I don't actually have a scan, which is really annoying. Let's see if I can get those. It's so hard to get through the Broodlord, but we are making a decent amount of progress. Okay, there we go. He's trying to get away, but I think we should be able to get most of those. He does still have a couple Banelings left over, though. Yeah, it's a couple too many Banelings. I'm gonna cloak, but he has the Overseers there. He even went for a Blinding Cloud. I mean, the ghosts are actually holding surprisingly strong, to be honest, but it's not gonna be enough. And GG has to be called. And there you go. And once again, God, it looks so funny. Look at the supply here, guys. 31 against 193, and he has 15k, 8k in the bank. Like this is just what happens against Serral, you know. I've been saying in both games, I don't want to get stuck into the late game. But then somehow he just finds a way by playing well enough that you just get stuck there. I mean, at some point I couldn't move out anymore because he gets the ultras, and then I need my higher tech units. But then he kind of stops making ultras, goes into the late game immediately, and then you're like, how did I get here? I don't want to be here. But all right, 90% was a loss as well. Let's go for the 80% handicap. All right, game number 3 on Oceanborn. Now this is the game 80% health that I thought I would probably win. And honestly, if you look at the last 2 games, if you kind of look at the resources at the end and stuff, you would say, Mark, you're gonna lose even if you play with 10% health. But the thing is, if you think about last game, I was already kind of wiping the floor with him in like the first 10 minutes. Like you could tell he was really struggling with those first attacks and drops and stuff. It's just that I told him the same. I said, I'm literally too slow to not end up in the late game. Like I don't really have the speed that I used to have. So like finishing the game with like those big armies while dropping at the same time, it's been very challenging, right? But I feel like with the way those first 10 minutes went, I should be able to kind of own him here. Now, I wonder if there's something that I can abuse in particular with 80%. I was trying to think of some kind of opener. I think... Okay, listen to... Oh, guys. I think Hellions, 2-shot Zerglings. I think you only need 2 Hellions to 1-shot Zerg. Oh, yeah, that is... Okay, we're making Hellions, guys. I'm making cars, and I'm going for it. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, this game, I think I'm gonna play a little more... Wait, what did I do? Oh, yeah, the last game I did that freaking crazy build. That build actually worked. Have you guys realized that build worked, by the way? Like, the fake Cyclone mech into, like, the bio attack? Like, the first 10 minutes of that was actually nuts. Like, that build actually worked. I should really sell that build to like Maru or Clem or one of the other best Terrans in the world, because that was low-key kind of nuts, not gonna lie. Now this game I'm gonna do something else. I did have an idea, which I changed last minute. I think my approach should be, because in the last game, if you look at how it went, you could say, Mark, just A-move him. Like you were doing good. You just need to A-move him before you get to the late game, right? But I really don't think I necessarily have the speed to do that against him, because I've been trying. I've been trying to freaking kill him, okay? I don't want to lose $100 a game. I've actually been trying to kill him, but he just, I don't know, the run buys and I go back and then he shows me his army and I get scared and it's tough. So I was thinking that maybe I should play more aggressive from the opening. That's what I was thinking. I could maybe play more aggressive from the opening. But the idea of just going for Hellions that do extra damage, that's just crazy to me. Like, I feel like, I don't know, Hellions that 2-shot Zergling sounds insane. So I'm just gonna do kind of a normal build. I'm gonna go for 2 bases instead of 3 bases this time. Notice why I took the gas already. Now look at the damage those Lings. I mean, the Ling interaction is the same, but it always looks more painful every time you go down in health. Let's see. Oh, drones get 4. Oh no, they don't because they heal. That drones are broken. It's 5 shots instead of 6 now, which is really not the biggest difference. Wait, drones get... Wait, no, they don't get 2-shot by Hellions. It's still a 3-shot. Okay, so that's going to be the same. It's mostly against Lings that the change is going to be different, or the handicap is going to be much different. Now, what am I going to do with the starport here? I think Banshees would actually be the worst choice that I can possibly go for. And I just say that because Banshees would still 2-shot drones, so there's literally no difference there. Like, I feel like there must be something else I can do. Like, I'm gonna go for Hellions, of course. First of all, he wants to put down a Creep Tumor. You can always look at the Queen's energy. He has more than 25, so I just know he wants to put down a Creep Tumor. Maybe I should just go for Stim already. I think that could be a nice idea. Just go for Stim right away. Maybe I can hit like some kind of timing. Let's see. Yeah, you see, man, he's so good at the creep and stuff. Like, he knew I was hunting. Maybe he has an Overlord over here too. He knew I was hunting, so he just makes sure that he has the perfect defense so he doesn't lose a Creep Tumor for free. That's awesome. Let's see, the Queens, how much speed do they have now? 140. 140 health to the Queens. That is funny. And I swear, if I ever get to the point where the Queens have less than 100 health, then my ego is going to be shot, guys. Just saying. I won't have an ego anymore, okay? It will just be gone. Which kind of sounds like a good thing, actually. So maybe I should lose to him. Okay, so I'm going to kill this Overlord. He's not going to see anything too sus. It's really just a normal... normal 2-base opener. It's not super common to play like this. I'm going to send all of those across. I do want those Marines to stay alive, so I'm going to bring them back. I'm just going to make sure quickly. I don't think I can wall this off. No, that's not actually a wall off. I just want to make sure that I wall off my base before I get the bears, because I don't want to die to some kind of Ling run by. Though I do think he has to be a little bit of a psycho to go for a Ling run by when they, you know, die in 2 shots to a Hellion. Now, I think going for a run by would be very smart here, to be honest, but I'm also a little scared. Okay, so he went for some kind of a Ling. Okay, here we go. This should be cool. Let's see, how fast do they die? Okay, oh, they die very fast, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. Now, how many drones can I kill? He did a really good job at defending so far, because my Hellions are low HP. I killed all of those Lings already. Let's see. I think I need to focus on the drone, right? Let's try and kill one more drone. I can't get another one, sadly. That was really good micro, by the way. Like, I have to give credit where credit's due. That was insanely good micro on the Lings there. Like, I feel like almost any Zerg probably would have died there, but he stays alive. And now I'm worried, guys. Am I really gonna have to give up another 100 buckos? I don't want to, but that's not the best start. I really thought I was gonna own him with that one, to be honest, because I freaking 2-shot them, but still not. Okay, well, you live and you learn, guys. Now, I think my first bio push should be quite strong. Well, one thing to not forget is that my Marines are going to be super good against Zerglings, right? Like, it's not just a specific interaction that's better, but just Marines that don't do a high amount of damage but shoot very often are going to be so good against these lower HP targets. Like, you don't have to calculate, well, Marines take 7 shots instead of 8 or whatever. No, it's just they're gonna kill it way faster, even if it's just 1 shot, you know? Like, every unit's gonna die faster. So I think if I get like a decently fast medevac set out, then I can go out with a drop, and that should be able to do a significant amount of damage. Now, this game, I'm only gonna make Marines and tanks, and I'm just gonna send it no matter what. Even if I think it's a bad idea, even if there's too much creep and his army looks scary, I'm just gonna send it, because I cannot end up in the late game one more time, guys. If I end up one more time, I'll end up uninstalling the game. Okay, so I'm gonna have to keep myself in check here. A 4th base I can build, but I'm not gonna make any of these gases, and I'm just gonna freaking send it. That's the plan. Now, I can tell that my supply is a little low, which means that I either haven't macroed super well, or My build is just not that great. I mean, I did do a 2-base build instead of a 3cc build, so maybe that is the difference that I'm noticing. So I'm just going to go up to about 63 SCVs. And the reason for that is that that's going to give me perfect saturation with 4 gases plus 3 SCVs to build stuff with. Let's see, there's a bunch of queens over there. No upgrades yet. I actually wonder what upgrade style he's going for. Knowing Serral, he probably went for Bailing Suite before upgrades, like Lair before upgrades, that is. But he's still probably going to have upgrades roughly the same time as me. That looked like a changeling. Is that a changeling? It just felt like one. Yeah, it is a changeling. Okay, so he doesn't have that base. Wait, this map actually reminds me of one I used to play when I was still active as a pro. I think it was maybe like... Oh my god. Oh, they actually die so fast. This is beautiful. Yo, this is very nice. But can I split one off? No. Okay, well, I tried. Oh, let's actually get into the medevacs, please. Yeah, it reminds me of Death Aura. I think that's what it was called. It really looks like that. That's a pretty nasty supply block by me, by the way. That is unfortunate. Now, should I try and attack him with a bunch of tanks? I could take a fake sensor tower, but I think I would rather not spend the gas. Like, I don't have a lot of gas at all, right? So, yeah, let's see how many more free units I can kill. I did lose 3 Marines last time. Now I lost 1 or 2, I believe, which is fine. I'm going to do one more drop on the right side. Probably deny like a little bit of creep and stuff. And then I'll go for my big push. I'm not going to have 2-2 for it, so that is going to be a little tough, but it's okay. Now, he could be going for Ultras or Hydras or Pure Ling Bane. I'm actually not quite sure. If he went for Mutas, I would think he's a psycho, honestly. That would be pretty freaking badass, I have to say. He's ready for this. I'm gonna send these into the main, these into the natural. There's probably queens ready, I think. Yeah, queen and a spore. I don't want to lose any units right now because I am gonna go for that big attack later on. Let's see, what does he have over here? He's only making an infestation pit now. All right, wait, can I? Oh, that was so close. I almost walled him in. Oh, I could have walled him in there. I didn't realize. If I block the Zerglings by attacking in a choke, that's always going to be pretty awesome, right? Oh, I'm over here. This could be... No, he has baitings there already. That's going to be painful. I know my Serral, guys. I know he was just waiting for me to be distracted so he could A-move in one of the other spots. I know my Serral, okay? Serral doesn't just click his units wrong for a second for the memes, okay? Like, there's a purpose behind it. I felt that. Okay, so I would guess that he's most likely gonna go for a counter attack here. I don't know where. Oh, or I mean, I don't know if he's gonna go for it now or wait for it for me to be in his face already. But I do think he's gonna use his Lings and Bailings in a different way than fighting my main army. I mean, Bailings are always gonna be good if they connect. Exactly, that looks like a counterattack to me, or maybe he was just intercepting reinforcements, also possible. Let's see, okay. I do think my units are gonna be quite strong, don't forget. Or, well, his units are gonna be weak is probably a better way to put it. Okay, the splitties were kind of nuts. Okay, he still has hands. We need to be careful for these, though. Let's see, what does he have over here? He does have a decent-sized army, looks like. That should be about cleaned up by now. Oh, he's actually going to go even harder. That is kind of surprising. Let's see, does he have his queens over here? He does have something over there. I couldn't quite tell what it was. It was just a bunch of units, looks like. Okay, let's see. I don't see any units here yet. I should be able to defend this. Oh, let me just make sure to actually get my splitties on. Looks like he's gonna have barely enough to clean this up. It's really hard to tell just because of the health, right? Like, I know his units have less health, so it's really hard to tell how the fights are gonna go. No, I was just about to lift that. That is painful. It looks like I don't want to lose $100 anymore, guys. I'm getting tired. I swear I'm gonna 3-Rex Reaper him next game. he deserves to get Reapered for this. Okay, so I don't think his supply is that high, to be honest. Like, he's definitely in a winning position here, of course, but I don't think his supply is actually that high. So I'm gonna try to go for one more big attack here. If I can get like some good enough splitties, then we have a shot. Let's see. The splitties are gonna be pretty decent here. Okay, let's see. Does he have units from on top? He has more units from on top as well. How many units does he have? Stop. I'm gonna be poor. Oh my goodness. All right, so yeah, I mean, what can I say about this game? I mean, I did trade efficiently. Guys, this is the first time we traded efficiently. Let's go. Didn't actually matter. So this game, I just went for the really all-in style, and I think he played it extremely safe. So I think he made pretty little drones and just made mass link Bane and was kind of waiting for this kind of opportunity. Now, I do have to say, if if I'm the best Terran player in the world, I'm just going to keep using that, okay? I would probably be very content camping here because his army is not going to be good for the later game or make Widow Mines, but Widow Mines would have created a late game, so would camping, which is where we lose. So I went for it anyway. I think this is probably his best strategy so far, actually. I think this strategy is going to be the best against me in this challenge because I don't want to play the late game anymore because I know even with like a 30% freaking health on his units, I would still lose that. So I'm going to push forward. But this style is insanely good against that. That's pretty much where I went wrong. And also, my opening went really poorly. I was so sure my Hellions would pop the frick off, but then in the end, we were probably just left pretty far behind. Like, if you look at the situation here, it's 52 drones against 40, and I lost all of my map control, all of my Hellions. So from here on, he can make creep and drones to his heart content, but that doesn't matter. You're gonna have to get you a padded box. Yes, we do. Let's get to the 70% handicap. All right, game number 4 against Serral is going to be on Golden Aura. Now, I think it might be time for us to actually play mech. Because I mean, judging by how the build went in game number 2, where we did the fake mech opening, I actually really like that. Maybe we should just actually go into mech for this game. Now, I was considering going for Command Center first, actually. I'm not quite sure. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Well, I guess I might as well. I was going to consider going for a Command Center first. Because Command Center first is quite popular, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I have a good Command Center first build. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna do it. Like, I do like doing my different builds. So far, I tried a couple different styles. I did 2 3cc builds where I both went a little bit crazy. The first game was the craziest. Then I went for the 2 Command Center opening, which in my opinion was by far the worst game. Like, I think the first game was way better than the third one. So that 2 Command Center stuff, I think we're gonna have to deny that. We're not gonna do that anymore. Oh, I actually was gonna do Command Center first, but I autopilot anyway. That's fine. We'll save it for the next game. Now, guys, I'm just gonna tell you, I think I know one build that I would win with for sure, which is a 3-Rax Reaper. But I'm gonna save that for the 50% handicap game if we get there, just so I can at least save my pride, you know? If we really have to sink that low, that we can't beat him at 60%, then I'll use my Reapers at 50%. Okay, let's see how I can mess him up with that. But for this game, I'm gonna go mech. To be honest, it feels a little more comfortable that I accidentally made a barracks instead of CC first anyway, because I actually kind of know how this build works. Oh, I do have one more build that I can try next game as well if I lose this one, which is to go for my classic reactor first memes. Like, that is awesome. Now, I did enjoy Serral saying these HP nerfs don't matter to Zerg anyway, because that just makes me think maybe that's what we should suggest to Reddit, you know? What if we just nerf all the Zerg units by 30% health and buildings? I mean, if Serral says it, right? Sounds fine to me. What do you guys think? Sounds fine to me, no? All right, let's see what we have over here. A normal hatch first. Now, is there any difference with the Reaper yet? I think I should definitely stop doing so much calculating, by the way. Like, I should probably just think about it for a second and then let it go. Because if I keep calculating in the middle of the game, I think it's just going to be too much for my brain to handle. You know, I'm already playing in Serral while talking non-stop. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just see. The Reaper is going to hurt. I'm sure about that. Like, it's going to do a lot of damage. But I think, no, Lings actually still die in 4 shots. Is it because they regenerate 1 health, right? Yeah. Freaking Zerglings, man. They're so good. Look at this. I mean, they're actually taking so much damage. Holy cow. There we go. So this guy is going to make my 3rd command center. And then now I'm basically going to do the same build as in the second game, but then I'm actually going to play mech. That is the plan anyway. I think I'm just going to jump into it. Let's see if I can kill a creep tumor. Actually, could be nice. Creep tumors, by the way, obviously also die really fast, right? Like, creep tumors are going to die insanely fast. Like, the things, they don't build faster. The buildings and stuff, they still build slow. Or like normal, I should say. Which means that when a creep tumor is building, it has like no HP. So it would actually pretty much just die instantly. Now, let's see. Do I make a second factory already? Probably. I do like getting perfect saturation on my minerals before sending guys into the gas. But I guess when I play mech, I'll just kind of have to. So Lings are obviously still going to get 2-shot by the Hellions. I'm going to keep the rest at home. Oh, that is a bit of a messed up rally. That's fine. I'm just going to do it like this, actually. Let's see if I can use my perfect mineral saturation to dictate when I rally into gas. Let's see if it actually works out. I can always take the gases on my natural extra fast, of course. So now it's saturated. Gonna keep these next 2 Hellions. Well, I don't actually want to keep them at home, honestly. I want to go out there and mess them up. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna get slowly start building my wall there. He's gonna scout that I'm playing this build now. I wonder... Yeah, it's Serral. Like, he's not gonna assume that I'm doing the same build as in game 2. He also played against me a lot in my pro career, and I used to... Oh my god, they die fast. I used to be an extremely tricky player who would always play mind games and stuff like that, so I think there's absolutely no way he's just gonna assume I'm doing the same build, and he's probably gonna try to get a rescout with like a circling later on or so. I did misclick that mule. There we go, I fixed it. And now I guess I'll just go for my extra factory already. Oh, actually, no, I'll make my gases first. It's gonna feel a little weird if I make a triple factory with upgrades without having the gas. It's gonna be a little expensive. Now, this is actually really funny. Queens are so good against Hellions that they're actually still quite good, even with like 30% less health, you know? Like, the Queens actually still kind of pop off against the Hellions. Once I get the Cyclones, however, it's not going to be as nice for him. Okay, the Hellions do a lot of damage. Oh my god, look at that. He already needed to use the transfuse. Now, my Hellions are obviously even more fragile, so I don't think I want to take that fight consistently. Now, am I ever going to use that tech lab again? I'm not even sure, to be honest. I guess we'll see. Now, the question is, how do I potentially end this game without playing late game while playing mech? Mech is more of a late game composition. Mech is what you play if you want to go to the late game. So, or well, not necessarily. I play mech because I think it's cool, right? But realistically, if you want to win the game, mech is the style you play to go to the late game. So I could probably end the game with like some kind of cyclone timing attack. I feel like that would be quite nice. Even timing attacks like this, I feel like are already going to be quite hard to stop, to be honest, because yeah, his units have so little health. I think the Zerglings probably get two-shot by the cyclones or something ridiculous. So that is going to be... I know his Zerglings are probably hiding somewhere here. Once again, guys, I know my Serral. He's probably waiting just to surround me. Let's see how fast the Queens are going to die. Quite fast. The Zerglings are coming, but let's see. I have enough units there, I think. Dude, the Hellions do so much damage to the Zerglings. Oh my god. That is freaking brutal. Look at that. So I think my Hellion is going to survive. I do need to be careful to not get surrounded by the League. Look at the Queens. The Queens are dying so fast. He's coming from behind with the Zerglings, and he's probably going to clean it up. But all in all, I actually don't think that was that bad of a trade. I am pretty low in supply, but I have my double armory already. And I killed a bunch of Queens, which is going to make my follow-up attack. Wait, maybe I should get Blue Flame, actually. Yeah, that's kind of nice, I think. Now, do I go for a Fort CC or more factories first? I don't think it really matters from the perspective of wanting to end the game. Oh, there's where my SCVs are. Of wanting to end the game earlier. I think I'll go for the factories first, just because it feels a little bit more sensible if you're trying to finish the game. But I think going for a Fort CC would allow me to get, like, maybe even up to 8 factories faster. So I think that could have been perfectly fine for ending the game as well. Now, there are a couple units that the Cyclones can absolutely not deal with whatsoever. And one of those is going to be the Lurker, for example. Also, Infestors, I suppose, are going to be very tough. But I think Lurkers are going to be the #1 priority to try and let him not get there. Because if he gets the Lurkers, I think we're just going to be done and dusted. Lurkers means we have to camp, which means we have to play late game, which means we lose, right? So if we see a freaking, like, a little sign of a Hydra, like anything, you took 1 gas too many, which you do if you go for Hydras. Okay, so there's Banelings. Okay, that's quite interesting, actually. I'm gonna make a couple of reactors here. Do I make more Hellions now? Oh, that's actually gonna hurt a little bit. I need to be very careful here. I can probably out-micro... Yeah, okay. He doesn't have enough to split them up. That's nice. And make sure to kill this. I don't want that Overlord to be spying on me from that freaking pillar for the rest of the game. That would be very annoying. I think I'm just gonna get a sensor tower, actually, and then I'll get a sensor tower over here as well. So it looks like we killed the Banelings. That is nice. I think I kind of want to split up my Cyclones. I'm going to get +1/1 soon, which is going to be pretty powerful. He might be trying to do a counterattack over here on this side. Let me try to saturate that base. Is it time yet to make my extra factories? I don't think it is. Let me do a scan. Let me just see what he's up to. Okay, there's Hydras, but there doesn't seem to be a Lurker then yet. Hydras are going to be pretty good against the Cyclones, I think, but they're also not going to be too crazy, I believe. So I guess we're just going to have to see how the trade goes. I can't really predict it, to be honest. Oh, there's going to be a nice amount of link kills. There we go. And I'm also on the right side. Yeah, this is the kind of style I want to play. Like, I just want to split him up, fight in 2 places at once with the Cyclones. And I feel like that could be quite nice. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't have units here. I don't think he expected this. He's making an infestation pit. Okay, that is scary. I think I'm just going to dive this, because the Cyclones in this little nuke are going to be quite good. He used Banelings on the Cyclone. Yo, these Cyclones are actually popping off, by the way. Like, they're in such a small space. The leagues are really struggling. Let's see, he has 1-1 upgrade as well. Yeah, that was actually a fantastic trade. I really like that. Now, at this point, I am already saturated on 4 bases, which is really nice. But the problem is still, guys, we are looking like we're heading towards the late game. I think there's a way I can avoid the campy late game. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Liberators instead of like Ghost and stuff, and just try to win with like Ghost Liberator, which is like a bit of an ancient style, admittedly, but it could totally do the trick. Now he's gonna get really close to having infestors already. That looks like he's gonna go for a big link flank. This is gonna be pretty nice for me if he actually commits. I really doubt he's gonna do that exactly. I guess I'll get a fusion core as well. Oh, I don't have the starport yet. Okay, I was wondering, well, why is it not building? I guess I'll go for a fusion core as well. Those look to be a couple units snarking around trying to go for maybe a counter attack, perhaps. I'm gonna make another reactor over here, and then I'll get that. Then I'll try to take my 5th base here. This does feel like the macro game. Like, I don't think necessarily we're in a good spot here, because the trades have been good, but they're also not good enough against someone of the quality of Serral, right? But I do think the macro here has been the nicest to do. Like, the macro here has felt relatively simple and smooth. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a couple trades here. This actually seems to be going pretty okay for me, because the Zerglings are melting so fast that I can actually... Oh my god, I actually escaped. Wow, okay. We're finally getting some trades, guys. Now, it looks like... Wait, he only has Balings here. If I get a good lock on him to the Balings, we can kill so many. Okay, let's see. Looks like he is fighting. But we're actually going to kill the Hydras there, which is nice. I'm going to be able to put that down as well. Okay, for a second, I thought I saw... Wait, was that... I thought I saw an extra unit that I didn't see before, but not quite sure what it could have been, really. Let's get you over here, and then let's get the fusion core started. I'm gonna get a couple more cyclones over here. And I mean, I do think we are doing pretty good here, guys, I have to say. Like, this is the best moment we've had in a while, that's for sure. I'm gonna get a couple queens. I am trading those out against Bay. I'm actually not quite sure. Can I get that, maybe? Oh, okay, we're actually pretty decent dodge there. Could be worse. Trading against Balings, I don't actually mind very much. I feel like Balings are so expensive that it's kind of nice to, yeah, just get a couple trades there, especially since he is not on as many bases as he has been for most of these games. Oh my god, this is so funny. Like, the Cyclones are actually doing so well because they kill the Zerglings so fast that are surrounding them that they just... Look how many freaking units they actually kill. That is awesome. Now, I don't have enough Liberators yet to really reveal them, I think. But I do have to start making things happen if I don't want to play the late game, at least that is. Let's see, what does he have here? He does have a decent amount of creep in the middle. Let's see if I can clean that out a little easier. I do think I have enough Cyclones to kite his Zerglings again into infinity. I don't think he's really been adjusting well. That's like one of the first things I've seen him that I do that I don't think has been going that well for him, is that I don't think he's adjusting to the damage of the Cyclones against the Lynx very well, because he keeps taking fights where he would normally do pretty good, but with the health on his units, he is actually not doing that good so far. So I'm at 184 supply. I do have my Liberators out now, which is super nice. I don't know if he's like lurkers on the way or something. He could totally have lurkers on the way. If he wants to fight this, I think he's gonna cry, to be honest. Let's see, we're gonna get a couple of those Balings on the back end, which is super nice. I would expect that he's gonna go for like some kind of a flank. I think a flank makes sense. I'm just gonna seize the Liberators over here. Probably gonna try to just dive in here with all the Hydras. Let's see. The Liberators are doing work here, guys. Those Liberators are... Wait, guys, wait. I think the Liberators one-shot the Hydras. Don't they? Or did I see that wrong? But yeah, the Liberators actually one-shot the Hydra. That is so funny. That is freaking brutal for him. Okay, we're gonna make some progress over here. Let's see. He's gonna try to abduct them, but he's obviously gonna be quite scared. He decides to go for the Cyclones instead, but he is gonna lose that base for it, which is really nice for us. And now I see he has the base in the bottom left, so I'm gonna be going for that. That's not what I want. Let's get a couple more command centers up here. Let's see. He's not chasing me, which means he could be going for a counterattack. I mean, the way you usually want to play Terran versus Zerg, if you're doing an aggressive style, is that you just go for the base on the outside. I've now killed his outside left bases. So what I want to do now is move to the outside right, because he's probably going to take this. Or maybe he already has taken it, right? So that's what you want to do. I want to put some planetaries. I think I'm just going to put this one. And maybe I'll put one like over here. Like I really want to just lock my side of the map down more than anything else. I'm going to get every upgrade on the planetary as well. Oh, that is lurkers. Okay, thank goodness that I reacted somewhat in time, because I could have lost 5 gajillion units there and that would have made me cry. Okay, so he does have lurkers already. Let's see, can I get some lock-ons? Maybe not the best. Okay, I mean, any units I can... Okay, we actually got a bunch of lurkers. Very nice. Let's see, does he have the top base? The last time I played a professional series against Serral, I lost because he had a hidden base, and I don't want that to happen again. So I'm just going to check. I don't actually have scans right now. Oh, that freaking hurts, that parasitic bomb. So I just don't want to lose to that again, because that would just crush my soul. Let's see, I don't have scans, so I can't actually kill these lurkers, which is quite frustrating. I feel like I saw an infestor burrow under my army. I'm not quite sure if I'm paranoid. Yeah, I did see it. Okay, I'm not crazy, thank goodness. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna get a little closer here now. Yeah, the lurkers are so freaking terrifying, it's actually insane. See, I'm gonna try to get in here. I still don't have scans, so I actually can't do it. Maybe I should get a... I think I'm just gonna go for ravens here. So we're gonna kill this base. And so far, I mean, our economy is a little bit better than his, which is really nice. It's not actually that much better, but it is definitely a little bit better. I think I do need a raven out here, though. Without a raven, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to deal with Mr. Lurker. See, I'm going to build some turrets close to the middle of the map. Maybe just like some random turrets everywhere, so we don't... Or we lower the chance to die to a burrowed infestor. Now, I do have to say, this style is definitely helping me out a little bit in preventing the late game here, because we're not going to get stuck into ghost camping, which is the most important part of it all. Now, I really need some more orbital commands. Oh, I have this one. Let's see. Does he have enough to abduct them all? He does have enough to abduct them all, looks like. Gonna chase for a little bit. See if I'm going to seize them again. These liberators are going to be popping off, by the way, which is super nice. Okay, so he's going to have to run away with these. I'm going to be able to lock onto these. God, they're so good against Cyclones. Look at that. That is pretty freaking brutal. Yo, these liberators are actually popping off. Wait, can I block him? Can I... Oh, well... Is that in range of the planetary? Oh, I thought it was. It's actually not in range. Okay, that hurts a little bit. I think I'm just going to... Wait, I should make a raven now, actually. I think I'll just... send a couple liberators over there, the rest over here. I mean, my eco is still gonna be in a pretty good spot. Of course, those liberators did a lot of work. Am I hitting anything? It doesn't look like it. Let's see, that's where the... Can you see on top of that, please? There we go. Guess I'll send these liberators as well to do a little bit of harassment work. I don't actually have scans anymore. Like, this is such a big problem if you play Terran and you're not that good at getting like all your orbitals up, is that I just don't have scans right now. Wait, that died? How did that die? Did he unburrow that, or did it not die and I'm just blind? Also very possible. Here, let me burrow or siege you on top of that. Oh. Okay. I think I really need to repair these guys. These guys are going to be in trouble otherwise. Okay. These are going to die pretty fast, but any little bit of annoying harassment I can do is going to be quite good for me. I think it's time for me to get some more factories up that can build siege tanks. I think that sounds like a decent plan. I think at this point, since my eco is good, I can probably keep spamming those liberators. I don't think that would even be that crazy of a move. Wait, can I kill one? If I dodge the shots? Oh! Oh my goodness! Am I insane? Yeah, that's actually hilarious. I know he's... Oh my god, look! No way! How cool is that? That's actually the coolest move so far. Oh my god, this thing killed 3 freaking lurkers, guys. Think about that. That thing actually just killed 3 lurkers. One Hydra's gonna shut it down. 1 red HP Cyclone, guys. That's all you need. Oh, he was hold positioning these. Very nice. There we go. Or hold fire, rather. Can dodge a couple shots with that. Let's see. Where's the army? He's making a lot more lurkers. I do have a good amount of liberators available, though. So I should be able to shut down this base entirely. Looks like he might be going for a counterattack here. If he does, I think we can probably push through and kill it. Okay, he does have the Vipers. Yeah, the Vipers are going to make this problematic. But if he doesn't have the Hydras with, guys, I think he's actually not going to have the Hydras with. Okay, wait, this is quite promising, I have to say. Let's just split this one, because otherwise parasitic bomb is gonna annihilate us. Okay, let's send this back. Oh, it's mostly just lurkers. He doesn't actually... Wow, he has so many freaking abducts. Wait, can I kill... Oh my god, I killed a liberator or a freaking viper with my thingy. That's rare. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I can't see these things, so it's kind of terrifying, right? Let's see. Okay, he's not paying attention. He was shooting the planetary. That's nice. Gonna get a decent enough trade. It looks like it's gonna be barely okay for me. There we go. I'm gonna be able to kill everything, and that is... yeah, honestly, a success. Let me bring this Raven back. God, this... how do we... oh my god. I swear I felt like he was gonna die like 10 minutes ago, and yet here he is, making our life so incredibly difficult. It's crazy, really. It makes me appreciate him even more, the things he's doing to me on a freaking 70% health or whatever he is at this point. Like, this is just so cool. Actually, I can drop a turret there. He might not even realize that it's to take that base. He probably just saw the Raven fly over and he's like, ah, he saw it. Okay, let's see. I have to imagine that there are lurkers on... yeah, exactly. I was gonna say hold fire down there, but yeah, that's... I mean, he wasn't really hold firing. I think he was mostly just preparing to attack more than anything else. Let's see, is this base rebuilt? It's probably in the making. Exactly. I'm just gonna do the same thing again and siege those over there. I can probably kill those relatively easily with these. Maybe I can do a move through the middle. Actually, a move through the middle might be like ideal. I feel like a move to the middle could be quite nice because he's not going to expect my units to be here. There we go. And I think he also doesn't really want to abduct. Like, wait, was that an infestor? Wait, exactly. Yeah, this is such a good trade. Here we go. We're going to be able to kill Hydras. Like, keep in mind, my eco is better here, guys. So any fight we can take that is not against lurkers is always going to be quite nice, you know? Oh, I do need to make sure that gets out. These liberators are once again, they're way better on the harassment than in the fights, I feel like. Like, in the freaking harassment, they've been doing so good. Wait, can I actually kill all of these by doing the same trick? Actually, not bad. Yeah, really pretty decent trade as well. Though the thing is, guys, he is getting that base up again in the bottom left side, and that is not something I want. Let me just attack on the right side again. I think that would make sense. Let me just kill these couple Hydras over here. I do have all my upgrades already. Well, I don't think I actually need better Liberator upgrades. That's the thing. Like, do I need better Liberator upgrades? I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to siege these. Okay, so he does have a couple of units over here. Let me just try to split as well as possible. I don't think I want to fight with these Liberators. I'm just going to drop some turrets over here. Okay. Oh, I really hope that my units win out there. I think they're barely going to win because Hydras get one shot no matter what. Here we go. Let's see, what does he have? He has a couple of units over there. These Liberators are going to be absolutely popping off, though, which is super nice. And then I will be able to take down this base again. Let's get the gases over here. Man, I swear, these are the hardest games I've played in forever. And they're against a guy playing on a 30% health handicap, which is freaking funny, I have to say. Yeah, let's see. I'm just going to keep moving through here. The parabombs are going to hurt for sure. His eco is pretty much being denied now. I'm running out of scans, so I do need... let's see, can I get that one? Oh, I think the lurker actually died. Yeah, it did die. That is fantastic. And now we're going to be able to get in here and kill this base, which is really nice. That spore actually reaches there. That is kind of messed up, I have to say. Maybe now I can use the opportunity. I'm going to have to lift this. The opportunity to move on that base in the bottom left. Let's see, these Liberators are going to protect me pretty well. Like, if he wants to fight here. Okay, I do have a... okay, we're going to be able to kill those lurkers, which is really nice. There we go. Like, any lurkers I can get, I'm legit happy with them. Like, that's just awesome. I'm going to send this tank over here. He probably... wait, he might try to go from behind over here. I think I'll just try to run into his base and see if I can get a little bit of a trade here. Just kill some stuff easily. And see if my tank is going to win against the lurker. I would appreciate if it did, but... oh, he did actually do. There we go. Very nice. Let's see. I'm going to stand on top of this ramp and just wait for him to come up. Here we go. Can we get a Viper? We actually got a Viper there, which is quite nice. The abduct's doing work, but we are going to kill some more units, which once again is always going to be great. I am running out of money a little bit here. Like, I really need to saturate that base. Oh, he's actually going to lose a couple lurkers here. He was going for some harassment, but he's going to lose them instead. And there we go. Oh my god. After 23 minutes with 70% health on his units, we take him down. 175 supply against 131. I think we lost 3 games, so he wins $300. And honestly, very well deserved. Like, this was crazy. I'm sure that you guys at home watching this are probably going to be appreciating his skill even more, because this is crazy. His Hydras have 63 health, guys. 63. His Zerglings, he have what I want to see. Yeah, his Zerglings have 24 health, and he pushed me to 23 minutes in the game. And you guys know what I can do to, like, typical Grandmaster. Serral's basically to me what I am to, like, a low Grandmaster. Like, this is freaking crazy. I'm tired, but I'm also so excited because this was so much fun. I think we played for like 1.5 hours, 4 games. He won $300. but I'm still full of energy because this was freaking awesome. But I am happy that at least we didn't drop all the way down to 50% handicap. That would have been crazy. But this was a fantastic video. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you out for the next one. Adios.